What am I doing? Why am I doing this? I don't know. Haven't done one in a long time, but I think it's time to do a video. So let's get to it. All right, so why am I doing this video? It's been a while since I've done one, especially one where you see my face, and I wanted to start doing more of these videos. I want to start to talk to you guys about what I'm doing with the game, with my company, and if you haven't seen it already, we're a new company now. So we are, if you look here, right there, we're not Level Ready Games anymore. I changed it over to be Super Pixel Games, and it's a new name. Why I did that? Basically just because I was trying to, my old company needed to be renewed, and I didn't renew it in time, and I didn't like the name anyway, so we changed it. But that's all business stuff. So why am I doing this video? I'm doing the video because I wanted to, number one, I haven't done one in a while, which we talked about, but I also wanted to share with you guys what I've been doing and what I'm working on and what the plans are for the company, right? That's why I brought this here, because the company, this is a company, right? This channel is King Havo, and I started out as a hobby channel. I transitioned into a full-time indie developer. So if you're new to the channel, I'm an independent developer working on cool games. I mean, the first game that I'm working on is Legend Bowl, and it's an indie pixel art game. I don't know, it's football, but it's not football. It's not simulation, but it is simulation. It's arcade, but it's not arcade. It's all sorts of things. But in the end, it's a football game. And I love pixel art. I love the old school games. And I'm happy that I was able to make the game, and I'm pretty much there. I'm at a point now where, trying to get the game on consoles, and I'm basically at a point where I'm done coding for now because I gotta get it shipped, and I have to make some return on it, right? I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and it's been in early access for 6 months. For those of you who have played it, who have purchased it, who have wishlisted, if you haven't, go check that out and do it, please. It really helps me. And yeah, so Legend Bowl, right? So what am I doing with it? I am trying to get it onto consoles, and to kind of catch up where I was, I released some tweets about Nintendo, about Xbox, and I got into the idea at Xbox program. I got a Nintendo Switch to, check it out. And basically what happened was, the game was running really, really, really slow, like really, really slow. And I didn't really understand that I didn't think it would run slow. This is my first time making a game, and it's a pixel art game. And you would think that, how could this run slow? You have games like Call of Duty. You have all these huge games that are just like huge and 3D and have so much more, art and assets and graphics and music and everything. And it's like, how could those games run fast and mine not? But unfortunately, my game ran like a dog. So what does that mean? I'm changing chairs, but what does that mean? That means that the game I'm trying to get it ported to consoles, because I think consoles are the way that the game's gonna make money. And unfortunately, the game ran too slow. And so what I'm trying to do now, I'm talking to a publisher, and they're going to try to help me port the game, because I just can't do it myself. I've tried for a couple of weeks. I went through a bad, just 2 weeks of optimizing the game and trying to make it run faster. And it was just like, man, I couldn't get the game to run as fast as it needed to. And the issue was, on the field, everything else ran pretty much fine. There were some bugs because I upgraded Game Maker, but on the field, it just didn't work. It just didn't play like I wanted it to play. So what does that mean? That means that I have to get help. Got to bring in the big guns. Got to bring in people that are going to be able to help me. So that's what I did. And so they're looking at the code now. They're seeing if they can make it work. I can't tell you guys who the publisher is yet. They're not a huge publisher, but they're willing to help me out. And I think that it's going to work out if they, if they know what they're doing. Let's hope that they do. But I think the game's going to make its money on consoles. But speaking of money, and that's why I wanted to make this video, I wanted you guys to understand that making games is it's no picnic. Not only is it a lot of work, but it's also, especially when you're alone, it's also just draining in every single way, you know? And that's why I want to start doing these videos, because I want to start kind of sharing and just expressing to somebody out there who listens and actually wants to hear this stuff, you know, what I'm doing and why I'm, you know, what I'm struggling with, and kind of just talk through some things. And one of the things I wanted to talk through was like my next game, right? Because I know you guys want franchise who follow football and follow me, but I can't deliver franchise right now. It's just too big, it's too much. I've told people on Discord, on Twitter, if you've asked, you know, I try to be pretty transparent with you guys. I'd love to add franchise, but it just doesn't make sense. I made the mistake of working on a game for 4 years. That's way too long. Like, I don't ever want to do that again. That's just way too much risk, way too much time, like, invested into a game where it's just like, man, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. So I didn't want to do that. So what does that mean? That means my next game and the future of the company needs to be about making games that I can finish. And I want to finish a game within 6 months to a year. And the problem with that is, what game do you make, right? What game can I get done in 6 months to a year when it's taken me 4 years on one game? And so I'm working through that. And I'll probably be doing videos to talk you through what I'm doing and you know, why I'm taking so long. And remember, I'm a brand new developer. And I've been working on Game Maker for 4 years now, but a lot of stuff sometimes, you know, unless you've worked on it, you know, you forget. And like cameras, I'm starting a brand new project, and here's one I'm going to show you in a second. And this is going to be a few prototypes that I've been working on, because I want to start something else. I want to start a different game. And I've even thought about starting a brand new YouTube channel, because you guys on here, you guys all know me from All Pro Football and ESPN 2K and all those games. And it's like, I need to branch out. I need to do different things, because for a lot of reasons. And we're probably going to get into that in another video. But I'm thinking about switching YouTube channels and going to Super Pixel Games and starting to do all my stuff there, because I don't want to be defined by just a football game. I love football and it's great, but I don't just want that to be my thing, right? I want to do more than that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, who are used to, you know, who have experience with YouTube. Should I start a new channel? Should I just pivot, you know, this channel and just keep going with whatever the latest is? I don't know. You guys are the audience. You guys know, you guys know what you want to see. And if it's All Pro Football, then that's a hobby for me. You know, I have the editor out there. If you guys are, you know, checking that out, I appreciate it. It's great. You're going to have fun with it. It brings life to All Pro Football. But, you know, now I've transitioned to a whole new set of responsibilities and goals. And I got a lot that I want to do. So yeah, I do. I want to do a lot. And I need your help. So how does that work? How do we do it? All right, so I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on, actually. Let's take a little bit of a behind the scenes look here, and let me show you here what this looks like. So this is a game that I'm messing around with that, you know, I don't know if I want to work on it. That's the thing. So this game is, you know, a spaceship type of game where you're floating around, you're this guy, you know, and you have ways to turn, and I was messing around with physics and just trying to get the game to, you know, to look cool, you know, and one of my thoughts was to make a space game, like a cool game where you're this like superhero type of, you know, space dude, and then like you maybe fly to planets and you like kill people, or you know, can jump around in a jetpack, and so I was working on this, and you know, the physics, and trying to get like, you know, like this is a way you can like break in the game, and you can do, you know, some pretty cool stuff, and you can go really fast, and you have like parallax scrolling in the back, and there's so many different things in here that, you know, I was messing around with, just trying to see if this is, you know, an idea that I can play around with, right? So that's this game here, and you know, it's not bad. I mean, it's a prototype, you know, it's me just starting out trying to you know, trying to figure out if this is gonna be something I can make, right? So let me go ahead and pull up another game so I've worked on a couple, and that's the problem too. It's like, what game do you make next? Like, what's the way to do it? Like, do you make a huge game? We know I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to really focus on mobile games and that's kind of where my thought process is like, I want to make a smaller game, right? I want to make a game you can finish within 6 months to a year would be max. I'd like to do like at least two games a year. And so I don't think I have any music in this one yet. Let's take a look. All right, so here's another game that I was messing around with. And this dude right here, he's kind of like a little superhero guy. You know, he can jump, and right now it's all messed up because I didn't put gravity on. Hold on, let me just change that real quick. All right, so here we go. So this is the guy I was messing around with, and you know, he's a cute little dude. And I know it's hard to see. I know the backgrounds are all messed up. Like I said, I've just been like prototyping, you know, and you can see he's like dropping around, and I know it's hard to see. It's probably gonna mess with your eyes, but the idea was to have a guy that, let me just pull up my dude, because it'd probably be easier if I just pull him up. So I have this dude that I'm working on that basically, he's a sprite guy. He's like a little sprite dude, right? And if I play him, this is kind of like the animation I was working on. I want to try to start doing my own art, you know? So like, this is totally different. This isn't Legend Bowl. This isn't football. This is just a guy that I can imagine like running through like a planet and maybe having like a jetpack or something and being able to jump in the air and shoot around, and, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. So that's the thing. So it's like, what am I going to work on? And what should I do? I don't know. I'm trying to figure all that out, and I wanted to, you know, find a way where it will work, you know, where it will make sense, and I'm not sure what that is. You tell me. This video's all over the place, I know.